Okay, guys, Backyard Bill here. Hey, this time I'm in my side yard. Anyway, I saved up some Cashimundo and back in October ordered a Mavic Pro. I've been doing a lot of reading on it, and of course, I've got mine on beginner mode. And I am actually next to, or close to, within 4 miles of a base. Uh, Actually, I think I'm about 5.5. I'm not sure. As the crow flies, I'm probably closer. I'm not sure. But I will not be flying above the roof of my house today. I'm just out here experimenting. Okay, what we've done here, we've booted it up. In case you boot your drone up first, or UAV, or quadcopter. I'd like to call it a quadcopter. I don't call it a drone. Anyway, and then you power up, start your app, and then hit your camera button here. It's updating. It was updating, but now it's not. Okay, it's in beginner mode. Okay, keep it in beginner mode. Now, before I take off, it probably will ask me to confirm that I really want to fly it in this zone. So let's see if that happens. Anyway, to turn it on, I press down and it'll start up. It's playing around right now, so it's connected. Okay, guess what? I didn't take my protective cover off. And to show you something here, I've been online doing all the video thingies. Now, see, got my protective cover on here, which comes shipped with it. I've already taken off my gimbal lock. I've done something with mine because I keep hearing about overheat. So what I did with mine is I drilled some small air vents holes to see if that doesn't help it a bit. So now that we got our protective cover off here, you can see that it's showing my gate down the ways. And it says it cannot take off. Why not? Why can it not take off? Okay, I must unlock it. It needs there's the unlock thing. It tells me that I need to, I want to be authorized to fly in this area, and I accept the full responsibility. And it says unlock successful. The first thing I had to do was, it sent me a code to my phone, and I had to unlock it using the code to my phone, letting them know that, oh yes, I know that it's not a non-fly zone. I'm not supposed to fly in the paths of aircraft and all that. I understand the FAA rules and everything, and this is really a windy day here, see? I'm just doing this to run it, to get it started and on the ground, and it's starting to sprinkle. Dang it. Alright, well, I just wanted to get it to heat up a little bit. Take off. So, I have to again confirm that yes, I do know that I'm not supposed to fly around the airports and all that stuff. And I just want to let it run for a little bit here. I might actually try to get it to take off, to lift up off the ground a little bit and see what it does in this wind. This thing is really stable. I flew it the first time yesterday for a little bit. So let's see how this thing does. I'm just going to take it off about 2 or 3 feet and let it sit there, and if it blows, I'll just bring it right back down. And it's really windy. I'm a novice. This is stupid. And that's why I got the front on. I do not want this thing to damage that gimbal, the camera mount. So that's why I want that plastic cover on. And me being the mechanic that I am, I say I'm not getting enough air. I drilled the hole. So there you go. That's how it works. And we'll see what happens here. Wind's blowing about 15-20 miles an hour at spurts. You see how it's shifting? That's because the wind's hitting it really, really hard. And it's hollering at me. Alright, I'm going to attempt to go forward a little bit with it, get out the windiest part of this. Come right a little bit. Okay, less windy area. can still see the grass and stuff under it blowing. It's got about a 15-mile-an-hour wind here, and it seems to be holding its own. Very, very stable platform. Wow. It's unbelievable. When I was flying the standard DJI Standard 3, it was drifting in no wind. Now I'm going to bring it down to 2 feet. You guys can watch all the other videos on how to fly it. I'm just practicing, so see if it does the beginner mode warning. There's my warning telling me I'm too close to an object. Approximately 6 feet from the fence, and I am roughly 6 feet from the fence. Alright, I'm going to turn it around, and here's where my beginner mode kicks in. I have to go right to go left and left to go right, so I got to remember that. Very, very stable platform. And it's going to be a little bit of a trick. Oh. This thing is unbelievable. Now, when I go down, it's not going to go all the way down. It's clearing the pad. Not bad for a beginner. I'm only off just a little bitty bit. I'm going to pick this up real quick, and I want to test the temperature on the battery. I have a laser in my back pocket here. Dead center of the battery, 100 degrees. Top of the battery, 97. 99, 100. Okay, so far I guess that tells me that my little trick might have worked. I don't know. And only just a few minutes of flight. So, let's try it again.
Take off. Please check it on the map.
Set its waypoint, which means it took a picture of that or senses that down below it. Now, I used to fly small helicopters. My problem with this particular mode of flight, that's telling it I'm in the way. Not bad, not bad. I'm not going to tell it to do its home thing because it'll jump to 90 feet. Or 90 feet, 60 meters, whatever the heck. I had it set at 30, so I think it's about, I don't know, 60 feet. I don't want it to go up 60 feet because there's wires there. My backyard has trees. Oop, there's my wife. Anyway, there you go. I'm going to fly it for a few more minutes and see if I can get it hotter again.
Take off. No point is empty. Please check it on the map.
I like how stable this is. This wind is unbelievable this morning. Really gusting. And this thing is a champ. Of course, I'm only going forward and backward because I'm such a noob at this, so. As I was saying, I've flown the small choppers, and I am not hip with the up and down. I like to go forward, or to go up, I like to press it forward like I'm flying from the cockpit, you know, pushing the stick forward to go down. So I've always had that problem in video games too. So I'll probably reset my stick to do the forward down and back up. Okay, I'm out of your way. Let's spin her around again. This thing is very responsive. I just barely have to touch the control. Barely have to touch the control. I'm not flying it very fast either, so you can see the dust. I don't know if you can see that dust that kicked up from the yard. Very cool, very cool. Showing I have 69% battery. You can't see it. 69% battery on the drone and 78% battery on the controller. Wind got a hold of it. I'm simply getting used to the controls forward and backwards. Learning to do pitching, y'all. This is backwards to me. Everything has to be backwards. Ooh, big gust, big gust. About a 30 mile an hour wind gust there. Storm's getting closer. Might not be a good idea to be a beginner in flying it, huh? It is very responsive. I am liking it. Come on, backwards, baby. Alright, I know you're complaining. Big gust, big gust. Big gust, really big gust. Probably 50 mile an hour there. Well, we have an incoming storm. Alright, that's 12-minute video. I'll cut it off at there. Maybe I didn't do any recording on the drone, so I won't do that until I get better. Alright, well, you've seen... Oh, but let me do the temperature real quick here, because I've been flying with it on. It is a little bit warmer than it was a while ago. Still only 102 degrees. I know I've seen some videos by some guys that say that 102 degrees. That 99. 90. Whoa, big gust gonna blow me over. So maybe my little trick worked. I am not sure. We shall see. Alright. Yeah, well, this is Backyard Bill, and we will talk at y'all later.